Andrew Marr was once caught in a fiery clash with Nigel Farage which led to the former UKIP leader claiming the BBC were biased against him, Unearthed Accounts show. Today Mr. Marr will host his last ever BBC Sunday show, having presented the politics programme for the past 16 years. The veteran broadcaster will be leaving the BBC to focus on writing and presenting political and cultural shows for the media company Global. Mr. Marr said he was looking forward to having greater freedom to express himself outside of the BBC's impartiality rules. Upon announcing his departure from the BBC after 21 years, he tweeted, "I think politics and public life are going to go through an even more turbulent decade and, as I've said, I am keen to get my own voice back." I have been doing the Andrew Marr show every Sunday morning for 16 years now and that is probably more than enough time for anybody. Throughout his time fronting the BBC programme, Mr. Marr has conducted a number of interviews with the country's most high-profile political figures. However, in 2019, an on-air clash with the then Brexit Party leader Mr. Farage led to claims of BBC bias from the politician. On the programme Mr. Marr brought up Mr. Farage's past comments about the NHS, gun control in America and admiring Vladimir Putin. A furious Mr. Farage replied, "I've never in my life seen a more ridiculous interview than this. You are not prepared to talk about what is going on in the country today. You are in denial. The BBC is in denial." In a subsequent incendiary column, Mr. Farage claimed he was a victim of BBC bias, and had to fight like crazy to get on Question Time because the BBC now have to gender balance everything. In the Telegraph column, the politician added, "The BBC is a public service broadcaster. We are essentially taxed on the BBC. £150 a year goes to the BBC, the licence fee. People like Andrew Marr get £400,000 a year from this money. This was not public service broadcasting. You've got a brand new political movement that's come from nothing and is leading the polls. I would have thought on the first big interview on TV, it might be interesting to find out how and why that has happened." Mr. Marr stayed largely quiet over the row, though the BBC TV politics editor at the time, Rob Burley, tweeted out in support of his colleague and insisted the line of questioning was impartial. Mr. Burley said, "So some politicians and funders like yourself will attack our integrity because you want to discredit us for asking you difficult questions. It's a free country, carry on." But Andrew Marr and the rest of us will carry on doing our job and we won't be intimidated. Mr. Marr retweeted the above message, simply adding, "This For his last BBC show, Mr. Marr looks set to discuss Boris Johnson's turbulent week as Prime Minister. Mr Johnson's premiership was dealt a heavy blow after he lost the Tory safe seat of North Shropshire to the Liberal Democrats. In the same week the Prime Minister faced a massive Tory rebellion in Parliament, as the government pushed through legislation on vaccine passports. Mr Marr tweeted on Friday, "Thoughtful of Boris Johnson and the Lib Dems to arrange a little something to talk about my final outing on BBC television on Sunday. Thanks, all."